So how do you solve this inequality? Well, it's got absolute value, so you've got to split it up into its two different equations. We're going to have that 2x plus 4 is less than or equal to positive 3, and then also the negative version, that 2x plus 4, and then remember negative, so we got to flip the sign, negative 3. So there we go. So now we just got to solve both of these things. So we'll subtract 4, 2x is greater than or equal to negative 7 halves, and we'll divide by 2. Oh, wait, whoops, that's just 7. Got ahead of myself. This is negative 7 halves, because then we divide by 2. So we get that x is greater than negative 7 halves, or over here, subtract 4, 2x is less than or equal to negative 1, divided by 2, x is less than or equal to negative 1 half. And so you see we have two things here, two inequalities. And we don't know, we have to decide, do we need both of those inequalities to be true, or do we need just one of those inequalities to be true? And that's going to come in up here. So if it's a less than sign, then we need both of them to be true. It's an and situation. But if it's a great or sign, then it's an or situation. We just need one of them to be true. This one is the absolute value is less than 3, so that means we need them both to be true. So let's look at these. So we're going to have, let's see, where do they even go? So you want the bigger number on the right, so that's actually negative 1 half. Negative 7 halves is less than, so it's on the left. And think about what we have. We need it to be greater than negative 7 halves and less than negative 1 half. So what we're saying then is it has to be in between those two values. So you see our set of solutions is right there in between the two values. And then there's an equal to sign. So when we're deciding open dot or closed dot, we want to do a closed dot to show that it is allowed to be equal to those two numbers. And then the last thing you might want to do is write it in interval notation. So what is this in interval notation? Well, you've got from negative 7 halves to negative 1 half. And it is allowed to be both of those things. So we'll put a bracket on it. So there we go. Interval notation, anything from 7 halves to negative 1 half. And I guess the last thing we might want to do is combine these two inequalities. Because I really like writing answers like this and seeing answers like this. That it shows that x can be anything between negative 7 halves and negative 1 half.